problem statement to match the contents of two arrays and store it in third array. In this program, I am taking the two arrays. I am naming the array 1 with some size, comma array 2 of some size 20, and next merge array. So I am using the term called merge. So I'll be taking some size of this array. Next, I require the first array size. I'll be naming it as array 1 size, and the next one is array 2 size. Next, I require two identifiers I and j. So these are the different identifiers which are needed as part of this particular code. So this is also called, like, we are gathering the requirements. Now printf, enter the size of array 1. Enter the size of array 1. Now I am storing this array size 1 in the variable called arr1 underscore size. So within this identifier, I am storing size of array 1. Now I need to read the elements in array 1. So how to read the elements of array 1? Just I am prompting the user, enter the elements of array 1. Enter the elements of array 1. So we know that in order to read the elements, we require one for loop. For I equal to 0, I less than arr of 1 underscore size. Next, I plus plus. So with this logic, we can read the elements of array 1. Percentile d arr of 1 of I. This is similar to the previous programs what we have seen, but the only thing is, instead of taking n, I am taking here array 1 underscore size. So this is how we are going to read the elements of array 1. Now let us go for the next one. Printf, enter the size of array 2. Enter the size of array 2. Now I am reading the array 2 size in an identifier arr of 2 underscore size. So this is the identifier which I have used for reading the second array size. So after reading the second array size, the next step is we need to read the elements of second array. That is, we need to prompt the user, printf, enter the elements of array 2. We know that in order to read the elements, we require one for loop. For I equal to 0, I less than, here arr of 2 underscore size, arr 2 underscore size, I plus plus. So here I need to read the elements, right? For which I require scanf, percentile d, and in which I need to read the elements in array 2 of I. I hope you understood it clearly. So I'll explain once again. So I am taking the first array size and I am reading the elements in first array according to the size. And I am reading the second array size and I am reading the elements till the size of second array. I hope you understood. Just we have initialized the size and we have read the elements in an array. Now the next step is we need to copy the contents of these two into the third array, or we need to merge the contents. So in order to do that, the first one what I will try to do is very simple. First I will try to copy the contents in this merge array. So in order to do that, we need to write one logic. For I equal to 0, I less than, what is the first array size? ARR of 1, ARR of 1 underscore size. So in the earlier example, we have seen to copy the contents of one array into another array. The same logic, I plus plus. So here, what is the array name? Merge of I equal to, merge of I equal to, what is the first array? ARR of 1 of I. So this is very simple, like copying the contents of one array to another array, which we have seen in the previous example. Array 1 underscore size, I am just copying the contents of one array to another array. The third array name I have mentioned it as merge. This is very simple. Till now, I hope it is very clear. The next one is, now I want to merge. So in order to merge, what I require is, I require a size of this merge. So I'll be initializing one more identifier as merge underscore size. So merge underscore size is another identifier. Merge underscore size equal to, so it is a addition of two sizes, that is array 1 size plus ARR of 2 size. Merge size is a new identifier which I have allocated now, and I am storing the two array sizes. Suppose if the first array size is 5 and the second array size is 3, so 5 plus 3 is 8, and your merge array should consist of 8 elements. So that is the reason I have written this, adding the two sizes of arrays. Now let me copy the contents of the second array into the merge array. So before doing that, we need to write this for I equal to 0. Now we can also multiple initialize within this initialization section. I equal to 0 and j equal to what is the size of the first array? Size of first array ARR of 1 underscore size semicolon. Now j is less than, what is the merge size? Merge size, and your I should also lie in between this, the second array. What is the second array? Array ARR 2 size. So here we are considering merge size. So you can see the condition here. This is like logical AND. When both the conditions are true, only then you're going to go for the next step. Logical AND j less than merge underscore size, logical AND I less than array 2 underscore size, followed by semicolon. So here I am giving I plus plus comma j plus plus. When this condition is satisfied, only then we are going to copy the contents now. Merge of, now I am taking here it as j equal to, what is the second array? ARR of ARR 2 of I. Very simple. First I am considering to get the elements of array 2, and j I am considering from the size of array 1 underscore size. For example, if I say 5, now j value will become 5. From fifth element I am copying merge of 5, because already in 4 we have executed copying the contents of one array to another array. So the last element index will be the size, array 1 size. That is what I have written, j equal to array 1 size. That is 0 to 4 we already have the elements. in fifth element we are going to store the second array's starting element. So that is what I have written here. Till where we need to write this? Till the condition is getting satisfied. Is it clear? Now this is how we are going to merge. Now after copying these two array contents into the third array, now I want to print the final array. Printf. So this is the final array. The merged contents of array 1 and array 2 are. So in order to print this merged array, for I equal to 0, I less than, so here we need to take merge size, merge I plus plus, printf %d/t. So which array we have entire content? Merge of I /. So this is how we can merge the contents of two arrays and print it in the third array. I hope every one of you understood this. Now let us execute this code and check whether it is working fine according to our requirement or not. So enter the size of array 1. So I am taking the size of array as 4. Now I am giving the numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4. So these are the 4 elements which are there in the array 1. Enter the size of array 2. The next array size I am taking it as 3. So I need to input 3 elements, 10, 20 and 30. So these are the 3 elements which are there in the array 2. So as soon as I enter now, so I should display 1, 2, 3, 4 followed by the next array elements 10, 20, 30. Now let us see according to our expectation we are getting the output or not. So the merged contents of array 1 and array 2 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, 30. So this is how we can copy the contents of two arrays onto a third array. I hope you understood this clearly. If not, you can also process with the internal steps. So till this, it is very simple. Copying the contents of one array to another array. Just the only complexity is over here. So merge size is the combination, is the addition of two array size. And here the first I equal to 0 we are going to take for the elements of second array, and j we are considering for the size of next array, the size of the first array, and from there the elements we are going to store it in merge. That is why we are considering j till it satisfies the entire merge size. Till it satisfies the entire merge size, we are processing this step till the array 2 size, right, in between. So this particular condition is to satisfy the copying of the contents in between the merge size as well as the array size. Now let me just explain you from our example. Like size of array 1 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7. Now here j value is starting from array 1 size, which means 4. Is 4 less than 7? Condition is true. And I value is 0 less than, and what is this array 2 size? Array 2 size is 3. So 0 is less than 3. Condition is true. So this is how the internal steps will be processed, and you can copy the second array contents onto the merged array. So this is how we can copy the contents of two arrays onto the third array.